Welcome to an introductory lesson in building Gunpla model kits. Today's lesson will use the 1/100th scale Strike Freedom Gundam from Gundam Seed Destiny series. Before we get started, make sure to gather the following tools. Plastic nipper. This tool is used to cut away parts from sprues. It's the most fundamental model building tool, so make sure to have one handy. Design knife. Used to clean up parts that have been cut away. File. Allows you to hide the seams between parts. Tweezers. Handy for manipulating and placing tiny decals. Fine-tip Gundam marker and Gundam markers, used to highlight panel lights for a sharper appearance. Even if you accidentally paint outside the lines, the ink can be removed with an eraser or cotton swab. Gundam markers allow you to paint your Gunpla in your favorite colors. Decal setting solution, a chemical that strengthens decals for easier manipulation. First of all, let's discuss Gundam display stands. A good display stand is an indispensable item for displaying your completed Gunpla in unique poses. Bandai nippers, the most basic tool in Gunpla building. And finally, a tool set. This handy set contains all the tools you need to build Gunpla. Using the part separator. This tool set contains a part separator as well. It's the perfect tool for separating parts that you accidentally misassembled. Sprue. Here's a brief introduction to some of the items you'll encounter when building Gunpla. The individual pieces of a model are called parts. They're packaged on what are called sprues or runners. The portions of plastic that connect the parts to the sprues are called gates. Before you get started, reading the instructions. After opening the box, make sure to read the manual and confirm all the parts are present. Don't cut away parts without reading the manual first. You'll have a hard time figuring out which parts go where later. Introductory course. Cutting parts from sprues. When parts are cut from sprues, a small amount of gate material usually remains. Gate cutting. Always cut parts from sprues with a pair of nippers for the cleanest possible cut. Always take care when using a design knife. Keep the blade as short as possible and cut away from yourself. Also make sure to firmly hold the part being cut and keep your fingers out of the way of the blade. And always make sure your workspace is clear of other people before using a knife. Cleaning up excess gate material makes parts look better. Cleaning up parting lines. When parts are removed from molds at the factory, lines may remain. These are called parting lines. You can easily clean them up with a design knife. Take care not to injure your fingers when using sharp tools. All finished. The lines have disappeared from the part. Panel lining. Use a Gundam marker to paint the panel lines molded into parts. Highlighting the panel lines is a great way to accent your Gunpla. Fixing mistakes. Don't worry if you accidentally paint outside the lines. You can erase mistakes with an eraser, a cotton swab, or a design knife. Applying stickers. Use a design knife or toothpick to press stickers into tight spaces. Take care not to injure your fingers when using a design knife. Use a toothpick to fit stickers to three-dimensional surfaces to achieve an even more realistic effect.